Pickles here, and welcome back to Trilby's Notes. So, in the last episode, we were transported into the creepy version of the hotel, and now we're trying to figure out how to get back to the nice version of the hotel we were in. Um, I already checked the upper floors, and I didn't see anything up there that seemed important. So, I'm gonna look at this real quick. A pentagram had been scrawled on the north wall, and a cow's skull had been nailed in place over it. It seemed to be some kind of offering. Okay. I doubt I can do anything with that, and I don't see anything else I can do anything with. I already checked the body, and there was nothing there. I think I already checked this room, too. Yeah, I did, and there was nothing in here. So let's go out and head into the dining room again. Um, There are the boards here. I do have the pliers. Maybe use pliers on boards. The nails were hammered into the boards too far. I couldn't get a grip on them with the pliers. Okay, so it seemed like that was a good idea, but it just didn't work because we just didn't have the right tools for it. I already took some of the meat from that table, I think. Press tab. Yeah, I have a lump of meat in my inventory. The only thing I can think of is the corpse. Look, corpse. The body had been completely filleted and still glistened wetly with blood. The hands and one of the feet were held in place around the door with 6-inch nails. I did try to get the nails from the board, so maybe I can take it from the body. Use pliers on nails. The pliers were ideal for removing the nails. Yes, got it. What? Okay. It's the second time, or third time, I guess, I've been jump scared by that. Go through door. So now we're in the bathroom. The worst possible place to be during during anything horror related. Look, toilets. None of the toilets appeared to be functional. One of them was overflowing with blood, which left me disinclined to investigate the others. Okay, so it looks like we can't get anything from that. Look. Counter. The counter had 2 sinks and was covered in filth and mold. To my surprise, a brand new sealed envelope was sitting between the basins. Grab envelope. Pick up envelope. Baffled, I took the envelope. It was strangely bulky and tore it open. A white pill bottle and a note fell out into my hand. I here enclosed the note with this report. Trilby, if you're reading this, then you too have seen the hotel change. At present, I have no idea of the alternative universe. Hotel is part of the ethereal realm or some kind of construct, a pocket dimension. There is a definite correlation between one's level of agitation and one's tendency to reality shift. Fear is your enemy. It leaves you shining like a beacon for whatever evil brought us to this place. Enclosed is a bottle of tranquilizers from my personal first aid kit. When you find yourself shifting into the other place, take a pill and try to calm down, and the real hotel will return. Do not let it concern you. I am researching the phenomenon. Your task is to find Defoe. Good luck. Ancient Linkman. I figured it was him, because who else would also be here? Linkman's letter raised more questions than it answered. I pocketed the pill bottle. Yeah, I guess it does make sense of if he knows about this, why didn't he tell us? Or would he? I don't know. But anyway, there's nothing else to see around here, so take pill. Hesitantly, I tipped a tranquilizer into my palm and swallowed it without water. Probably wise, I doubt the water in this place is sanitary to drink. It quickly took effect. I felt my anxiety lift from the pit of my stomach, and my dismal surroundings seemed to feel less imposing. Then I felt that strange sensation again of lightheadedness and detachment as the world around me began to quiver. Woo! We did it! We're back in the nice world. I like being here. The toilets were so clean and well maintained that the very tiles of the floor seemed to glow with luminescence. The mirror above the counter was spotless and crystal clear. Uh, so finally we're out of that creepy world, and now we have the pills with us. Go through door. Wonder how many pills are in that bottle. So this was boarded up in the other world. I wonder if it's open in this one. Go through door. It appeared to be locked, probably by a deadbolt on the other side. Huh. So that's interesting. So if something's locked in this world, it's probably locked in the other world too. Go through door. I'm just checking these places. What do you mean you're not close enough? Go through door. What in the world is... Oh, good God. Remember how I mentioned that I wasn't entirely sure that this was the next game in the sequence? I think from that, unless it was just being weird, this is not the next game in the sequence. I know what that scene was from. It's from one of the other games, but I have yet to play that one. But you'll see what I mean later. Never mind. Look, arcade. I think it was a pub quiz machine. A piece of white card on the screen declared that it was out of order. Okay, great. Let's leave. Go through door. Oh God, that scared me. I didn't realize that. I don't know why I didn't realize that Trilby was hallucinating again. But yeah, open this door in the other world. Is it open now? Go through door. But yeah, it is open. Nice. Look, desk. There was virtually nothing on the desk, and it lacked a chair. Obviously, very little work was actually done here. What do you mean there's nothing on the desk? There's papers on the desk. At least it looks like there is. Open safe. I hadn't had cause to crack safes for some time, and my hands instantly went into automatic, the thieving mindset returning like an old friend. When the job was done and the safe opened, my nostalgia faded into puzzlement when I found it empty. Just for once, I'd like to crack a safe that actually contains something. Is that so much to ask? Apparently in the world you live in, Trilby, it is too much to ask. He's referencing 5 Days a Stranger when there was nothing in the Defoe safe, which got him into this mess in the first place. And I doubt there's anything of interest on the first floor, and here's the painting we came for, so let's take it. Take painting. As I stepped closer, I could feel sound becoming muffled and my head spinning, as if I were about to faint. My hand, as if pulled by an invisible string, reached out towards the clumsy brushstrokes. Oh, stop with that flashing. Defoe Manor, July 28th, AD 1821. Matthew Defoe is 15 years old today. He is excitedly putting the finishing touches to a painting which his father commented on encouragingly, the first time he has ever been supportive of Matthew's artistic learnings. Matthew is now convinced that his father is lifting from the mysterious depression that has plagued him for as long as either of them can remember. Now he intends to make the painting absolutely perfect before showing it again. Knock, knock. Master Matthew, Sir Roderick has requested your presence in the trophy room. Thank you, James. And if you would be so good to inform him that I will now be retiring for the night. Very good, James. Okay, I'm gonna take the painting, I guess. There you are, boy. Let me introduce my son, Matthew. Hello. This is my friend, Mr. Smith. He's an expert on African tribal art. Well, just a scholar. Hardly even that, just someone with an interest in the subject. And he has offered to assess the figurine I brought back from my travels. I wasn't aware you had family, Sir Roderick. Is your wife home, too? Awkward silence. Regrettably, Belinda is no longer with us. Oh, I'm sorry. Quite all right, you couldn't have known. She succumbed to illness shortly after Matthew was born. Sure she did. I finished the painting I showed you, Father. Oh, good. Well, Mr. Smith, what do you think of the piece? Just completely gonna ignore him. It's actually an intriguing little puzzler. The design is reminiscent of a few Central African tribal gods I'm aware of. But to be honest, I've never seen anything like this before. May I ask how you acquired it? I'm glad you asked. It was 20 years ago, when I was a younger man, on my first travels in the Dark Continent. Dark Continent? We were traveling along the west coast when our bear spotted a ship that had run aground. It was an English clipper named the Sea Angel, and a short exploration revealed that every single crewman had just disappeared. Of course, we immediately sent a letter to the nearest embassy to report the finding. But the point is, it was on the lowest deck of the ship that I found this very figurine you see before you today. What an extraordinary tale. But how do you account for there being an African tribal carving on a British vessel? We were as confused as you are. It wasn't a slave trading vessel, but there must have been a Negro on the crew. It has been a personal mystery of mine ever since. I was hoping you could help shed a little light on the matter. But there is more to tell. I haven't even begun to recount the strange events that have surrounded this artifact. Would you care for a glass of brandy? Thank you, that would be most kind. Matthew, fetch the brandy from the kitchen and some glasses. Yes, Father. Oh, I'm playing? Oh, I'm playing. Oh, so we're playing as Matthew Defoe now. Okay. Look. What did Matthew do next? Defoe Manor's kitchen was small and somewhat sparsely furnished in contrast to the wealth of the house as a whole. Besides the sideboard, the only furniture was a large wooden table and a narrow drinks cabinet in the corner. So, we were told to get glasses and brandy. Take glasses. Matthew took the brandy bottle and a pair of appropriate glasses. Bang, bang. Hello? You haven't tried to speak to me in a while. Bang, bang. Of course he can't speak back. I did another painting today. I showed it to Father and he said it was promising. I don't think he understands. I keep trying to tell him about you, but he never listens. You haven't knocked for me in so long I was beginning to wonder. Bang, bang. How can he reach the stairs? Hey, do you want to see my painting? Bang, bang. I'm not sure how I get it through the door. Slide painting under door? I'm pushing the painting under your door, okay? Just give it back when you're finished. Wait, why would he just leave the door this blatantly open if he'd... How dare you, sir! You intrude on my hospitality and insult my judgment! That's Father. Get out of my house, you worm! I'd better see what's the matter. I'm guessing he said something supernatural and the guy laughed. Because that seems to be the reaction of most people in this game. Go through door. Father? Oh, it's you. Father, what happened? I heard shouting. That old fool told me some rubbish about my figurine. Said the only tribe it could have come from all died in slavery years ago. Oh, actually had the nerve to accuse me of buying from a forger. Oh, he went that far. I'm sorry, Father. What are you apologizing for? Where's that damn brandy? I've got it here. Give it to me. You sure you should be drinking? I'll go back to my room, Father. Show me your painting. Father, you said you had a painting. Show it to me. I can't, Father. And why not? Because, come on, why not? Out with it. Because I gave it to the boy behind the door. Oh boy. I see. Father, go back to your room, boy. I have to write my diary entry. Yes, Father. An hour of silence passed, and Matthew grew concerned about his father. Why do I get the feeling it's the last diary entry he's writing? Strangely, the most disturbing thing had been Sir Roderick's reaction to Matthew mentioning the boy behind the door. In the past, raising this had usually provoked a violent rage or an instant flat-out denial. Matthew wondered what sort of anxiety was going through his father's mind. Smash! What was that? Father, what are you doing? Oh. He's down in the basement. This is not gonna end well. Wait. The apron is missing from the table. I just noticed that. Sorry. Right. I keep thinking I'm in League where you have to press the shift and enter key to actually type, and I keep trying to do that. Matthew wasn't... Oh my god. Matthew was confused by his own reluctance. He had longed to see what was beyond the store his entire life, but now, given the chance, he was struck with fear. Oh, we haven't been behind the door yet. He peered cautiously through and saw a set of rough stone steps leading down to some kind of basement. Oh boy. I should have done this the moment you came into this world, demon child. Oh, he's not changed. May God forgive me for having a part in your creation. Father, what are you doing? Do you see what you've done? I didn't want him to see this. Do you see what you've done? Father, no! Father! Oh, Jesus. Is that the... What in the world? Boo! Ah! My apologies, dear boy, but I couldn't resist. You look so lost in that painting, I don't think you even saw me come in. Oh my god, really? What? Is everything alright, Terry? Yes, everything's fine. It's just for a moment there I thought I saw... Never mind. Siobhan and I were talking about you after you ran out of the room. I said you seemed like something was making you terribly anxious, and then we got transported into a demon world. Frankly, I think that's still the case. Because I got transported into a demon world, I'm okay. Really, I am. Well, if you're sure. I was certain my mind had not been playing tricks on me. I had been back there in Defoe Manor, looking through the eyes of Matthew Defoe. I had seen the events that had created John Defoe. I saw his death at the hands of Sir Roderick, that terrible, violent end that would bring him back as that awful wraith. Sorry, excuse me. But somehow, seeing that event, it was clear to me that there was more to this than the ghost of one retarded youth. There had been something very wrong about that idol, even before it was used to destroy John Defoe. And also, the guy in black showed up again. I don't know if you guys saw it because it was only a split second, but the guy who looks like Slenderman, I'm going to call him that. Actually, no, I'm not. The guy in the black cloak took the place of Roderick Defoe for a second when John was being stabbed. So, yeah, you should go back and look at it if you didn't catch it the first time. A name stood out in my memory, the Sea Angel, the sea of the ship which Sir Roderick had found the figurine. I now had a lead. Professor, do you know anything about a ship called the Sea Angel? You know, it's funny you should mention that name. There's this really old wooden chisel among the Defoe artifacts. And the words Sea Angel are carved into the handle. Where is this chisel? Out on display in the convention hall next to the dining room. What's all this about, Terry? It's nothing, just a little side project my clients want me to get onto. Thank you for your help. No problem. Take care of yourself. Okay, bye. I would be more upset about him spooking us, but I kind of feel like that's something my brother would do if I were, like, entranced by a painting. But there's a note here. Take note. Note. There was a page from a religious book I wasn't familiar with. I here enclose it with these notes. Victim 5, the child. 1. The fifth man who desired judgment was the child, whose father held the carving of the slave. The prince came to him, and was at once rightly pleased with what he found, for the house of the child and his father already knew well the name of the king. Hmm? And as the prince watched, the child was thrown down by his father, and broken with the wood of the prince's soul. But as the child's body, mind, and soul began to drift apart, the prince held them together, and he said, "You are the child, and to you I grant power, for I see in you the potential that will grant my father, the king, his greatest wish. You shall be not of the land of technology, nor the realm of magic, but of both, and thus you shall form the bridge." Is the prince the guy in the black cloak? That guy? "And across the bridge the king shall come to bring his message to the man of technology. Through you, child, the bridge will come, and thus I name you the bridge keeper." And the prince touched the child, and he was the bridge keeper, and his three aspects were granted power, so that his soul would join with the prince's soul in the wood of the tree. So they're talking about the idol. Basically, they're talking about that last event that we just watched being some sort of prophecy, it seems. And the bridge keeper rose up and threw down his father and threw down his brother, and truly did they know the name of the king. And into the house of his father went the body and mind of the bridge keeper. Wait, into the house went the body and mind? But in the first game we only destroyed the body. What is this? Take, look, desk? The reception desk was a cheap pine affair and adorned with papers or materials. Someone appeared to have left a matchbox on the desktop. Oh, that's what that is. Take matchbox. One match left. I took it anyway. Okay. Well, I think that's a good place to stop for now. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, both of which will be linked in the description below. And subscribe for more. And if you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified of when I upload videos. This is Viola Rules, signing off. Talk to you later.